Hello everybody and welcome in. Now, huge changes, absolutely huge changes in today's new patch notes, and it is crazy. Right here straight away they're saying we are excited to announce about 17.0 coming to DSA. So all this update is going to happen here when there's a new app update, and it's pretty much all is going to be coming down to is the new game modes coming, the raid, the PvP, the club modes, all coming out. And down here is what they are going to be telling you, what it's all going to be about. So first of all, for this next week or so is what we're going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing spots events, and that's going to be to get Cruella. So you're going to need Kingdom Villains to get her and get her unlocked. Now, what I will say about this is, for me, let me just jump on into here. If we have a look at my Kingdom Villains, this is so before all the we'll get to that soon, but my Kingdom Villains, I do have Sheriff, I do have Shan Yu, I do have Gaston. So I've got those three, and then down below I do have Yzma and I do have Jafar. So I've also got Namari there, but she's only 4-star, so I probably won't be able to use her in an event. So I'll probably be going for Jafar. At least I'll be able to go to the tier 6 version. If there is a tier 7, maybe I can go put the gear on him to maximize it. I've needed a reason to put gear on Jafar, or else otherwise he's just sitting there like that. But I want to see, will I be able to beat that event by using those 5 characters? Yzma, Jafar, Gaston, and then also like Sheriff and Shan Yu. Yeah, they're pretty decent, but it's like Gaston is gonna have to tank and hold it off to like make these ones survive. So that in itself is gonna be interesting. That is gonna be, I wanna see if that actually works or not. Because if that works, that's gonna make, like, for me, it's gonna make it fun, like trying to struggle through without them. Like, you don't, and show that you don't need to have all like the biggest, baddest, like all these characters down here. You don't have to have the Frollos up. You don't have to have the Mother Cathals up. And if I can do it without them up, yeah, if I can do it without Namari, Frollo and Mother Cathal, then that's just going to bring hope for all those characters who have got a lot of these other tokens for these other characters, and be like, yes, okay, you can get through this, you can get into it, you can get far with older characters. And that I'm looking forward to testing that out and seeing if that'll actually work. So there is that. But let us carry on here and go forward and keep going with our what else is going to be coming. So also, besides just that new Cruella event, we've also got the Sensational 6 Part 1 and 2 coming back. So we'd expect Part 1 to come back maybe in this week, the first week, and then maybe Part 2 to come back after that. Maybe they'll run them both at the same time, but usually it's been 1 and then 2. So we'll see how that all runs. New Cruella pass holder, so I'd say that'll be in about what, 2 weeks time. Oh no, that's happening now. That's live. That is live at the moment, the Cruella pass holder, I believe. So some of these things, I'd say these things will be the ones that'll be happening like right now. And that is why also in the game they went and dropped for the platinum pass holders. There's a whole bunch of gear here, but it's all the kingdom. They put a whole bunch of kingdom gear, so you get a full kingdom piece in the platinum pass holder, and that explains a bit more of why they'll do that when they do have the kingdom villains required for getting Cruella, which is another one of those ones that some people will be like, why do we need kingdom villains to get Cruella? Just like people are like, why do you need Gizmo to get Eve and Wally? People were just like, what are you doing? What is the relation to that at all? And in all honesty, there's no relation other than event wise and progression, account progression. That is the correlation. So that'll be interesting. All right, let us carry on here. So we're also going to be having, which we've already had, we've just had the pass holder leaderboard contest, so that has been, but I'd say expect another one in, say, about 2 weeks time, just under 2 weeks time, when we get the Cruella, or the next pass holder after the Cruella pass holder, which we should still be having it. And then also, so those things have already passed. Those patch notes, it's a little bit on the late side. That all these things are already live. And pass holder 1 is already expired now, which is, at least I suppose the notes came out before it expired, but hey, it's already done. Then also, this is the new content stuff here. So with this new app update, we're going to be getting new content straight away. Ascension Energy leaderboard contest. So we're going to have the new Ascension Energy, and that is going to be for level 65 only. And this is the new mode that they've been propping up and saying to get more gear. So it's not going to be just farming character tokens. It's going to be farming gear tier 8 gear and things like that. So that is going to be interesting. I am definitely looking forward to trying that out. And then also free gear login character. Now hopefully, before we went live with this video, yes, we are live now for anyone who is watching on YouTube later. And if you would like to catch me live, links to my Twitch are in the description below. But in saying that, we were talking about Glue is probably going to need to, or doesn't need to, but it will do them a lot of good to err on the side of generosity with all these character nerfs that we will get to next or soon. So maybe, just maybe, this might be the way they are addressing that, by having a free gear calendar login. If that is their way to say, hey, we're going to help people progress a little bit more and give a few pieces of gear to let some of your other characters get up if you have been left in the dust by these changes, then I can understand that. I think that'll be nice. That's a good way to go about it. Hopefully it's a good amount and not just like a little bit. Hey, here is 30 droplets. Hey, here is something that's not even going to equate to full gear. So hopefully it's going to be decent for the community's good out there. Alright, let's carry on. So adventure campaign and ascension campaign, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. The level increase is going to be happening as soon as this hits 2. We're also going to have new character upgrades, which will probably hit in another new video, which we'll be going over here on stream as well. I'm talking about a few of them. The Delta Ruins introduction, so that's going to be talking about in relation to the new ability upgrades, and then gear tier 8 upgrades. So it's going to bring in the whole new gear tier 8, open up those gear pieces. So currently what we do have, so if we actually just jump into the game and go back over here, currently when you're sitting on gear tier 8, at the moment there's no more gear on the sides to level up, and it's like, okay, well, I can't do anything. Whereas if you're at like gear tier 7, which we'll go and jump down to, so if you're at gear tier 7, you've got all the gear pieces just sitting waiting there. So what this update is going to bring is going to bring the opening up of and the adding in of all the gear tier 8 pieces. Now, like we saw with the first raid, is that we got half, or just over half, 4 of the gear pieces that came with that came with just a straight opening up of Gear Tier 7 and release of Gear Tier 7. And then when the raid came, then they gave us the pieces for the last 2. And I'd expect something similar for Gear Tier 8 to 9. That we're going to get the basic ones for Gear Tier 8, and then we're going to see the last ones of 9 to get to 9 opened up when we see the new raid. I'll presume in the next couple of weeks. And I don't mean, I mean more on the later side of a couple of weeks. I'd say it's like 2 to 4, maybe a little bit more weeks. But I don't see it being any more than that. So I'd say that is coming. And by what we're going to be seeing soon, that is all going to be here and all just going to be into it. So let us carry on with these notes and let us get into why I say that. So that all being said, here we go. So we've got June 4, Coastal returns, Hunchback returns, Scrooge Money returns, Triton returns. Those are all like rotating weekly ones that we know about. But then we've got a massive news here from the devs, and they pretty much, I'm just going to skim through this. If you want to check this out yourself, it is in the game. So if you go into the game yourself, you can go in here to the notes, either in the game or on the Discord. Either way, you go to the little mail up here, you go to the news tab, and then when you're in the news tab, you can either go straight to Discord or you can go to the notes here. And this has them, if you like reading like this, sometimes they get big or small, so depending if this actually works for you or not. But we'll do this over here on Discord, just because I find that a little bit easier to go through. So pretty much they say Big Hero 6, they want to make him, they think his AoE evade is too much. They want to make him more just for ticks and things like that. And then they also go in and say Sheriff, Sven, Stitch, Cobra, Honey Lemon all do far too much damage. And all these characters are characters who shred a lot of damage in the raid. And this is like the main raid teams that have been targeted to help people like solo phases of the raid. And this is all happening. So some people are like, no. But what this does mean is that this is all happening to prepare for the next raid. So the next raid is definitely coming. This is why I say that the next raid is coming soon, because they are dealing with all of these things that needs to happen before the raid drops. And now it's all happening. We're getting the level increase, we're getting the gear increase, and now we're going to be seeing the characters who just shredded the raids and made it too easy. We're going to see them dealt with. So at least that is not going to be a thing moving forward. So the raid is going to be challenging, like we first saw when the Ursula raid first dropped. It was challenging, it was super challenging, and so that's what we're going to be seeing with this next new raid coming on in. So I'm definitely looking forward to that and seeing how that goes. Now, am I always happy with all of the buffs? No, I'm sad about Sheriff Nottingham. So sad about Hero. He's been a kingpin in nearly every team to use and be competitive, and so now having him drop out, there's going to be a massive hole, and it's going to open up. At the moment, this is going to open up for villain teams. Villain teams are going to rise to the top because they've been on the competitive edge. The mythical teams with the boost from Miguel. So it's going to be either like the Shanyu led teams and now the Miguel led teams that are all going to be jumping up in because of these nerfs. But let us just quickly talk over these nerfs. So with Hero, they are changing Hero's shield and evades to only give evade to tech teammates. Then also his giving a turn upgrade is going to be downgraded to having a 4 MP cost rather than a 3 MP cost. So that means you can only use it once every 4 turns. So originally when Hero was released, he was a 2-turn upgrade, and you could just go upgrade, shield, upgrade, shield consistently. And then they thought, oh no, that's too much, let's put him to 3. And then they just left the rest of his kit like that, and the community at the time was just a little bit outraged and saying how OP he is, how broken he is. And you can look at my old videos and see what we used to be able to do with a 2-star and 3-star Hero Hamada, and it is pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy, to be honest. And the thing with that is, it's taken nearly a year for anything to really be done about it, because he's still been like kingpin in the meta since his release. So that being said, I think a lot of people are glad to see that something's been done about it, but there's also a lot of people as well I am gonna notice and fight for you guys a bit, that for all those who have invested into him and they haven't got many other characters up, and there's a main investment, now that's just a big slap in the face to all those people who now their main kingpin of the team that held their team together and made them slightly competitive is now gone, and is now not going to be working to do the strategies that they're built for. And that's hard. So this is why I think it would be a nice thing for Blue to do, just to be like, you know what, here is an olive branch, here is a little something to say, you know what, yes, you all are affected, I'll give you some gear, you can go choose another character to go upgrade. I think something like that would be nice just for the community, for all those who are heavily affected, but we'll see. Here, Sheriff of Nottingham, let's go down to Sheriff of Nottingham. Oh, okay, one other thing. The reason why Hero, besides just his magic being increased, his leader, those big brains, is now from the upgrades from 3 to 4. It is going to go from 5% down to 2% for tech teammates. Now that is crazy. So now it's saying that they will be a fixed value of 6% across the whole upgrade level for the techs. So that means techs is only going to be up 16%. So if we actually go and look, we'll go and have a look at Hero right about now, and we'll actually show you why he is nerfed, and what is actually going to be happening. Because currently, where is his leadership? This was like the biggest, most important thing to get, and everyone was at a disadvantage if they didn't have it. So here, you got Big Hero 6 teammates all get additional 15% speed. Yes, okay, that's broken. And then on top of that, tech teammates get 15%. So Big Hero 6 ones were getting 30%. So, and that was including himself. He was getting 30% extra speed, and that's why he was so fast. That's why he was so broken. That's why he was so absolutely just crazy. But now, in the notes that they say they've changed it to Big Hero 6 teammates. Now, it used to be get 15% speed, but now Big Hero 6 teammates will get an additional 6%. So that means with a total of all of these upgrades of what he's actually going to be getting, this is going to be a total up here of 6%. So it's going to be this is going to be crazy. So it's going to be 6% for Big Hero 6, 6% for Tech, 12% altogether for those two. But what that really means is, if we're going to be going out of here and we go and have a look down here at big old Shan Yu, this is just sneaking him straight back into the meta, because he is automatically giving all Kingdom 12% speed bonus. So all of a sudden, all of Kingdom are gonna be faster, or as fast as the Big Hero 6 crew now. That is nice. It's going to be a nice meta shake-up, but the Kingdom villains, the Kingdom characters, Kingdom Beast, Belle, all of them are going to be massively upgraded because of this. So those are that is like the biggest shake-up going to be for the meta. And there is a few Kingdom teams that were hanging well with the current meta. This is just going to make it so much easier for them, having the speed of Big Hero 6 not to deal with, because that was where they got outshined outshone, not outshine. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be nice for every single other team. So every single other team is not going to be 30% or 15% like slower than like Hero Tech teams or Big Hero 6 teams. You're actually going to have other teams that will actually not be like lapped and triple lapped. They'll actually be able to get some turns in. So that is going to be nice. So there's a good and a bad side to it all. There's a whole lot more, but for this video, this is pretty much all we're going to be going over, and we'll carry on the stream. So if you want to see me and catch me live, link is in the description below, and I'd love to have you around. But I also want to hear your thoughts in the comments about these nerfs and all of that. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your sentiment. I want to leave this there for the community to have a say, to have their voices heard. So get down in the comments, and if anyone from Glue is there, go and check out what people are saying. Yeah, see how they're feeling. And we'll see you guys all next time.